Bruce Lee is a name synonymous with martial arts, but what if I told you he was also the godfather of modern mixed martial arts? That's right, Bruce Lee, despite never competing in an MMA bout, laid the groundwork for what we know as MMA today. His philosophy, his training methods, and his radical approach to martial arts were far ahead of his time. In a world where martial arts were mostly about adhering to strict styles, Bruce Lee broke all the rules. He believed in no boundaries, no fixed methods, just the best techniques from any martial art. Today, this philosophy is what drives MMA. In this video, we'll explore how Bruce Lee, decades ago, unknowingly shaped the future of a sport that's now a global phenomenon. Bruce Lee's philosophy, the core of MMA. Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist, he was a philosopher. His philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, was centered on efficiency, fluidity, and adaptability. No way is way, no limitation is limitation. This idea broke the rigid boundaries of traditional martial arts, promoting the blending of different styles. Sound familiar? That's because MMA is exactly that, a blend of striking, grappling, and submission techniques from various martial arts. Bruce believed in adapting to the situation, using whatever works, which is the very essence of modern MMA. Fighters today train in everything from Muay Thai to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a concept that was once unheard of. Bruce Lee's approach shattered the walls between styles, laying the foundation for what we see in MMA today. Lee's training methods, decades ahead of his time. Bruce Lee's approach to physical training was revolutionary. At a time when traditional martial artists focused on mastering techniques, Lee recognized the importance of strength, speed, and endurance. He incorporated weight training, cardiovascular exercise, and even nutrition into his routine, things that were uncommon among martial artists of his era. Today, MMA fighters are known for their intense cross-training regimens, lifting weights, running miles, and focusing on overall fitness. Lee's focus on conditioning mirrored what modern fighters do to prepare for the octagon. His obsession with pushing his body to the limits laid the groundwork for the strength and conditioning programs used by the top MMA athletes of today. Bruce Lee in popular culture, a gateway to MMA. While Bruce Lee's direct influence on martial arts is undeniable, his cultural impact might be even more significant. His films, such as Enter the Dragon, didn't just entertain, they introduced martial arts to a global audience. His fluid movements and raw power on screen inspired countless individuals, including early MMA pioneers like Georges St-Pierre. These martial artists saw in Lee a model for blending styles, for adapting techniques to real-world situations. Bruce's films opened the door to martial arts becoming mainstream, ultimately setting the stage for MMA's rise in popularity. He wasn't just a movie star, he was a martial arts ambassador, and through his films he became a gateway to the evolution of modern combat sports. The legacy lives on, Bruce Lee's lasting influence in MMA. Bruce Lee's influence on MMA is undeniable, even if he never stepped into the cage. His philosophy of adaptability and innovation lives on in every MMA fighter who steps into the octagon. Today, fighters like Conor McGregor, Jon Jones, and Anderson Silva embody Bruce's philosophy. They mix techniques, train across disciplines, and constantly evolve. In fact, many MMA fighters openly credit Bruce Lee as a key inspiration. His vision of martial arts wasn't just about fighting, it was about constantly learning, adapting, and improving. Even decades after his death, Bruce Lee's legacy continues to shape the world of MMA, proving that his impact goes far beyond his time. He may be gone, but his spirit still fights on. Bruce Lee's everlasting legacy in MMA. As we come to the end of this exploration, it's clear that Bruce Lee was more than just a martial arts legend. He was a visionary who reshaped the way we view combat. His philosophies, training methods, and groundbreaking approach laid the foundation for what would become modern MMA. From his movies that inspired future generations to his innovative ideas on blending styles, Bruce Lee's legacy is imprinted in the very fabric of MMA today. Though he never stepped foot into an MMA cage, his spirit lives in every fighter who embraces adaptability, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of mastery. Bruce Lee's influence is timeless, and his legacy will continue to thrive as long as martial artists push beyond boundaries. As Bruce once said, "The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering." And through MMA, his memory remains alive, fighting in every round.